obviously I've said to you that I'm on these dating sites, and predominantly, and I'm going to tell you this, and then I'm going to finish with how the universe rights it's wrong. But predominantly, the people that I meet, the men in my life, the masculines in my life, my brothers, are so protective of me. The energy is amazing. I get such love and respect from my brothers. It's amazing. Like it's heartwarming, and I feel so protected more than ever by the good people within my life, even the guys that it doesn't amount to anything serious. Like I get so much love. It's really heartwarming. But there is the other aspects of it. So even now I've got to this point where I've really delved into myself and worked on myself. I know what I want. I know how I want to be treated. I know how I want to be spoken to, seen, heard, like all the things that I tell you that I want. But we can't always stop these elements from coming in. So I'll tell you about this guy and give you the context. So I started talking to this guy. I'm not going to say where he's from, and he was presenting himself as absolutely beautiful. Loved his mom, loved his nan, loved his sisters. He was basically brought up with women, got such healthy relationships with women. He'd had a partner and he split up. They were on great terms. They had children, but he was very supportive still. And I told him I was very upfront and open and vulnerable about my situation, which I always am. That's it. I'm going to give you me, warts and all. If you don't like me, then obviously you're not for me, type thing. But I'm going to be vulnerable, because at this stage in my life now, I'm ready to meet the one. So it's kind of like, I'll give you me. You either like it or you don't like it. Your choice, and if you do, you'll invest. If you don't, then bye. I ain't gonna waste my energy there, type of thing. But he was presenting lovely, and I'm I've got my dark feminine also, so I'm a lady who knows what she likes, but I'm not going to make that the forefront of the conversations. But to make it clear, I'm a sexual being, but that is when we get to know each other, and that is an aspect of me. And sex is amazing, let's face it. For me, I want to have lots of sex, guys. I really want to enjoy a healthy sex life. I want to have lots of fun, lots of giggles, and I'm not going to be shy. I'm not going to be backwards and coming forwards with saying what I want in this relationship, which is going to be, I want the love, I want the sex, I want the companionship, I want the fun, I want all that good stuff. I want the travel. I want to just have a different relationship that I've ever had before. I want to converse. I want to be close. I want to be sweet and tender, and all that, all the good stuff. And so I was talking on that level, and then this fella decides that he wants to say to me, you're not communicating like we were, and so I feel like you've dwindled down to nothing to me, because I'd been busy over the weekend and I'd been socialising and doing my thing, just in the early stages of getting to know each other. And then I said to him, well, that's no reflection. It's just been a busy weekend. Let's pick this up again. We'd arranged a date. I'm looking forward to seeing you. And I'm sorry that you feel that way. I never meant to make you feel that way. I've enjoyed our chats, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you. I hope that makes a difference. His response to me is that I like seeing women in lingerie, and that's what you're going to do tonight. And my response to him, sorry, because the kids are upstairs and you'll hear that there's the usual scenario, so apologies for the noise. And his response to me was straight away, my response to him was, please don't disrespect me in that way. That I'm not that person who's going to dress up in lingerie. I've not met you. We've been getting to know each other and it's been lovely, but I'm not going to do that. So please don't put those messages out there to me, especially when we're talking on this level. And so I was nice, I was respectful. And then his response was, came back to me, cutting me to the quick, talking about that I was a gold digger for me and my husband still living together and still having my children in the same dwellings, and that I was basically milking him for everything that he's got, and that my business wouldn't amount to anything, and my children are going to be extremely unhappy children for the way that I'm doing things. Basically, I should be ashamed of myself, and all of this because I said I communicated my standards of saying, please do not tell me to get underwear on for you, because that's not what I'm going for, and that's not the level we've been talking about. I communicated my standards. And this narcissist, his response was this. So girls, I want to emphasize this to you, because this is the way a narcissist works, a manipulative person. Now, this can go either way. Don't get me wrong, guys. There's female narcissists out there that are doing the same. But however, I'm a female, and this is an experience that I've had as a female. So I'm just speaking as a female. So I realise that the shoe on the other foot, this happens as well. I am talking about my experiences as me, right, from a male. And so, of course, initially, you look at these messages and you think, well, it's shock. It's shock to think that a man could possibly, who you don't know, you've never met, you're getting to know, you've had some lovely conversations with up until that point, could possibly say such horrible, detrimental things about your person. And then I quickly realised this is nothing to do with me. It's everything to do with you. And the veil was uncloaked. You know, the narcissistic veil was uncloaked. This is where my dark feminine comes in, girls. This is where Jen's dark femininity comes out, because I'm all love and light and a little bit of go fuck yourself. And that's when it comes out, because I will always protect myself, always. I will place nobody above myself. And I've realised this is my dark femininity. This is when Jen has to pull back and say, hold on, narcissist, are you crazy? My energy is way above yours. I see you coming a mile off. This is nothing where I have to feel like this is about me. I never have to look within and say, oh my God, is he right? Do I need to change this? Hell no. This is this mirror that you're holding up to this narcissist to show that narcissist exactly the detrimental things that is going on within that person. So please, girls, this is what I want you to understand. This is why dark femininity is so beautiful, because it allows you to uncloak this narcissism and turn away from that reflection, because that isn't a reflection of you, it's a reflection of him. So, of course, I had to bring out a little bit of the dark feminine, girls, and this is part of the package which I will show you and encourage you. And, you know, and the guys, again, I will stress, this isn't to do with my grown brothers. This isn't to do with the men who would never treat a woman in that way. And this is the other thing I want to get on to. So, but just before I do need to highlight this. So I started saying, right, I thought, right, how are you going to are you going to do this one? So, of course, initially I was like, wow, wow, like you are something else. And I thought, no, use this intelligently, Jen. And I said, I'm going to make a video about you. I left it in a voice note to him. I said, I'm going to make a video about you, my friend. I said, I'm going to use you as an example forevermore to my friends. I will use you as an example forever of the type of man a woman needs to steer away from, because you, my friend, are a true narc. And this is all about you. Not once did I start throwing things his way, because obviously he told me situations about him. Oh, hell no. I'm not going to stoop to your level to do that. I'm just going to simply cut you to the quick and teach you a lesson, because that's the dark feminine also. I'm always about teaching lessons. I'm teaching this guy a lesson. I'm not coming from a vindictive place.